Hi, welcome to COM1250 Interpersonal Communication. My name is Marlene Adzima, and I'll be your instructor for this course. I'd like to take a few minutes to show you around so you can set yourself up for success. Our course content each week will run Monday through Sunday, with the exception of the orientation week, which I call week 0, which runs Tuesday through Sunday. Each week on the first day of the course week, so on Monday, you'll start here on the course homepage, and that will show you that week's announcement. So here is our first week's announcement here. And this, in the announcement section, I will share any pertinent information that you need to know. In this week 0, it's a lot of content about how the course functions. Generally, I'll include content about what we're studying that week, what our learning goals are, and I'll usually provide a midweek update with reminders or food for thought. So be sure to start out each week looking at the announcement. Next is the content tab, and this is where all the content for the course will be housed. So a couple of things here. Make sure you take note here that there is free textbook access available. I have a link here to Internet Archive where the textbook is housed, as well as a PDF version. So you do not need to buy a copy of the text. You can access it via the D2L shell. Here is information about getting started. So here's some information about me. And then if you scroll down, you'll see the syllabus. Make sure that you do read that completely, as there's lots of important information in there about the course and how the course functions, as well as a calendar. So you can follow along with the syllabus each week. Some information about technology and tips for success. And then you'll see here my contact information. So if you click on that here, I've got a link to my office hours and my information with my Red Rocks email. You can also contact me via the class list tab. My name's generally first. It'll look like M Adzima, since my name's Marlene Adzima, and you can email me that way within D2L. Here's some guidelines for discussion posts. Again, be sure you read these along with the rubric. And then you'll see each weekly module here, and you'll want to click on it each week. So we'll just look at one week in February, for example. And each week you'll see a to-do list here. So you'll click, sorry about that, my computer's not clicking right here. You'll click on the to-do list, and this to-do list will also be repeated on the announcement page. We can go back here to get back to the content, and you'll find everything you need for that week linked in that weekly module. So sometimes it's videos, the discussion post, any quizzes or assignment links, etc. So you can look around through all of these weekly modules to see the content. I also have modules for each of our major assignments here, and basic PowerPoint slideshows that mirror what the chapter text in the textbook say, although you do need to make sure you're reading the textbook. And then information about the Writing Center and a couple of extra credit options. The next tab here is the Assignments tab, and this is where you'll submit your assignments. So I'll have links to these assignments also in the weekly modules. So you can either submit them through the weekly module or through the link in the Assignments tab. And when you're submitting an assignment, please submit assignments as Word documents if possible. Second choice would be PDF. You just click here, add a file, pull a file off of your device, and then submit. So that's how you submit an assignment. So next here is the list of discussion questions. The discussion questions will open each week, but if you'd like to look ahead at the discussions, they're all listed here. You can certainly do that. Please note that the discussions will run Monday through Sunday, and your discussion post should really be detailed and well thought out. This is where we interact as a class, and you'll be required to post one initial response and then 2 peer responses each week. And there are requirements for both that initial response and the 2 peer responses. So make sure you look at the discussion prompt each week, and each of your responses should be at least 150 words. So you'll see here, it'll give initial response information and 2 peer responses, and then what you should focus on for those. And that's true for all discussions. There are a couple where you only need to respond to one person. I've included that in the directions for that particular discussion. So just make sure you pay attention to that. Here's a link to our quizzes. And again, these will also be linked under the content tab. Other than the syllabus quiz, you have 6 graded quizzes and then the course evaluation, which is not graded, but is very helpful for me to get feedback from you. And so you can see the chapters here listed, and these are linked under the content tab. And here's where I'll post your grades. And so I try to be as efficient as I can with grading. I am teaching 5 classes this semester, so bear with me, but usually certainly for discussion questions, I have those graded the following week, and for all written work within a 2-week time frame. So when your assignment is graded, you'll see a little bubble here with comments and assessment. Click on that for information, and in some cases, like the self-concept paper, I'll upload a rubric and you'll be able to access it there. So you should be able to keep track of all your grades here. You can look at them, and D2L will give you an average of where you're at. Here's that class list tab I was referring to. And if you look at the class list, you can see that I'm on the top. Click, or excuse me, my technology doesn't want to cooperate, or my fingers. So if you click on that and you click internal message, that'll message me right within D2L. Make sure if you want to message me in D2L that you come to the class list and do it, rather than searching for my name in the messaging system. And that's because I have 2 identities in D2L, one as an instructor and one as a department chair. And D2L, when you go through this messaging, can't tell the difference. And the one that I am connected to as an instructor when I'm in D2L is my instructor email. So that just makes it a little easier in terms of me being able to get back to you in a timely manner. So that's an overview of our course. Please reach out to me if you have any questions about anything at all. And I'm looking forward to a great class. Thanks.